are we talking about? You didn't even give us an intro.
We'll get into it. We'll get into it.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Dungeons and Degrees. My name's Adrian.
And I'm Alex.
And today we have a special guest. Special guest, introduce yourself.
Hello, beautiful people. And I was going to do my intro for my podcast, but I'm not on that today. Hi, everybody. I'm Noah James. I am the DM over at the Half-Blood Happy Hour. I talk with my hands a lot, so you're missing a lot of those gestures. And I'm also a player over on Rollout TTRPG podcast.
Nice. Me and Noah met all trying to get onto the same podcast.
And Adrian
and now
won.
We have 3 podcasts kind of birthed from that
God,
what's it called? The server.
what a wild life we are currently living.
Yeah, and a bunch of TikTokers that didn't know each other driving and flying to LA. I don't think anyone Hen flew. Hen had to fly.
Yeah, Henry flew.
Sabrina trained.
Me, Gabby, and Zach drove for way too long.
It was like 26 hours.
The first stint of that drive was, I think, 32 hours straight.
I underpredicted those numbers.
It might be a lot less, and time is a weird soup, and everything blurred together.
And I have a knife.
First rule of Ether-C, everybody has a knife. This may be a reference that no one gets if they don't listen to Taz.
I don't, so I don't get it, but I can see where it goes. It's picturesque enough.
That is Texas, though. Everybody has a knife.
It's a shocking chunk of South Bend, too. Me opening those damn boxes of sheet music that for some reason are so aggressively taped.
Listen.
Not even like a small pocket knife, but like a big bitch.
Yeah.
Just like,
yeah.
Let's
like
go.
I'm gonna get inside there.
Like I'm going to get in between ribs and just like death.
Nice.
I would never commit murder in real life.
I would never think about it before.
Tabletop. The only good murder is a tabletop murder.
Grindr would beg to differ, but
I agree. I don't know. For my extensive Grindr knowledge.
Interesting. Do you have a lot of luck on Grindr?
Imagine I don't. I really don't. I don't know
Every now and then I come across a woman on there. I'm just like, Henny, what are you doing?
What's happening here?
She's like, just looking for friends. And I'm just like, respectable. Questionable ways of going about it.
Is she looking for friends, or is she like back end looking for her significant other on Grindr?
I mean, most people on Grindr are just looking for a back end.
That's true.
Awesome. This is great.
This episode will never get on the rails.
Nothing. Oh, one time my friend put me on Grindr and I let him just mess around with my phone.
Look, in the Midwest, the gays would have a field day with you.
Please leave me alone.
Why would they have a field day? What makes him?
Adrian is currently rocking facial hair. Full beard.
It's true.
Facial hair and long hair.
Okay, yeah, that's a new addition. Grew it myself.
Did you? You did a really good job.
I'm not gonna tell the wig story. It's fine.
Maybe later. Anyways,
this thing on the rails, I guess.
For a little bit. It's
Alex
gonna go
looks
right
so
off.
Shocked and confused.
I want to hear the wig story is the
issue. We will get to
the wig story. Not that I'm shocked and confused, but I want to hear it. And then
I know you. You want the.
The
Alex wants the weird shit.
Behavior. Listen.
Not in like that way, but like.
Listen. That is a pizza box on my wall, dear listener. You cannot see, but that is indeed a pizza box.
It looks like it has cowboys painted on it.
No, but it does have a Stormtrooper, Darth Vader, and Boba Fett in the same position as one of the Run DMC albums.
Okay. Also vibes.
With the hats. So Weird, yes, absolutely, 10 out of 10. And there's look, the pod racers are new
I
now.
thought you said pot for a second. Just like fucking hammered a thing of weed onto the wall.
Just a single leaf.
Just a single leaf. I don't even know. We've had this conversation, right? I wouldn't even know where to get it. I wouldn't even know where to start. I'm a tiny baby in this world.
It's okay.
Wouldn't even know.
Cannot
Don't
relate.
worry.
And I'm pretty sure you're both older than me.
It's true. And look,
True.
this is the proof of where social anxiety gets the better of me. Because first of all, I'm trying to look for something that in Texas is not legal. And secondly, I don't like talking to new people. So now I've got to find something that in the back of my head I know I could get in trouble for. And I would find a person to talk to. But then like for such a long time, you were like, I can't talk to my friends about this and see where they're getting their like stash, because then they're going to think things about me. And so the social anxiety is deep.
I know people in Dallas. You should have just told me.
Refer back to the social anxiety where then you Adrian, know that there's something.
I thought we had a deeper connection.
Damn.
I thought we
Nobody
were
has that
homies.
connection. Nobody has that connection.
Oh my gosh.
It's just me.
No one has that
sober and
connection
alone.
until you do cocaine off of their titties. Or well, fake cocaine in a theater context.
Yes.
Which is really just crushed up caffeine pills.
Is that better?
No. It doesn't feel good. And
We're
the
gonna get a
post-show
prop
crash.
to replace this other prop. It's still gonna be a drug. It's just the only thing I know that you can put up your nose, you know?
You know, the DARE program, I'm sure, is rolling in the ground right now.
And burning, but you know,
whatever. It did a
whatever.
really good job.
It did a shit job. It didn't
really
do good at all.
Red Ribbon Week really helped us out.
I don't even get that reference.
I
know I had it probably somewhere, but it's not even a blip in my mind. I'm fairly certain. You know, you have cops come over and talk to you, and you're just like...
Well, you had like a whole week where you dressed out because you were fighting drug abuse.
I remember I had a whole poster of like smoking's bad and weed's bad, and I've done all of those things now.
And I don't know if you guys had this, but in the Midwest, there's like theater and education where a bunch of high schoolers, and they're like the high school theater program partners with DARE and like put on skits for the younger kids. And I was in one of those.
Oh my God,
incredibly high the entire time.
It's the only way to get through it.
Oh, not high the entire time.
So we're talking about schools and our life around them and how it did shit to stop us from being these people we are now. Drug seeking, enabling, you know, just bad.
I've never once
claimed
to be a good influence.
If you have not done or smoked a lot of weed or done anything, or don't grab a vape pen thinking it's just like your regular old nicotine right before you go on to a show. You go on to perform a community theater production of 9 to 5.
You didn't.
Because you are a beat and a half late the entire time. I did. I grabbed the pen thinking it was the regular old nicotine or like CBD or something, because I was like, certainly she's not just going to leave this on the counter and just be like...
It was like full on drugs.
It's full on... And I took like 4 giant inhales of it, and she was like, Alex, what are you doing? And I was like, bitch, like, I've given you my vape. Like, what do you mean? And she was like, that's not CBD or nicotine. I was like, fuck you. And I stood against the wall and just like, I was like, nobody knows I'm high. Nobody knows I'm high.
That's what everyone thinks.
There's no way. There's no way.
My secret was that I was just always high, so no one knew the difference.
No one knew the real you, the real Noah. Normal Noah was high Noah.
No.
I remember someone's like, if you take your ID photo high, then they just have a picture of you high, so it doesn't matter. You just look the same.
See, that already happens because I smile. When I smile, These bitches aren't open.
No.
The-
Those downturned
It's like-
eyes just.
Yeah. Hey.
I can see nothing when I smile. People in shows, people are just like, you need to smile during the dance number. I'm just like, if I smile, I can't see and I will die.
I'm going to kick somebody on the ass in accident.
When you open your eyes, then you smile.
That's crackhead, Noah. Well, how would you like to meet crackhead, Noah? They're the worst. Well, second worst.
Oh no.
What's the first worst?
The first worst is Noah off of no sleep for 72 hours.
Yee.
You're right.
That's
You're
pretty
right.
bad.
Anybody.
I think the longest
Then-
I've gone was like 48.
I'm just
you
an
have
actual
caffeine?
zombie.
Dear Lord. That must be insane.
So much caffeine.
I don't think I've ever broken like 30 hours. I don't think I've ever stayed up for more. No. How do you live your life? How?
At the time, I was at a music festival,
Okay.
camping in a forest with a lot of drugs and a lot of EDM.
Hell yeah.
I live a very different life.
I do too now.
Now all we do is make podcasts.
Now all I
Wink, wink.
fucking do is work on a podcast or
Yeah.
write D&D. Shit.
Tell us about your podcast.
What do you want to know?
I mean, we've got a little intro from Magnus who kind of explained the characters, but like, what I want to know is like, was it just on a whim? Yeah, we doing a Percy Jackson-esque thing right now, or was it like there's contenders? Like, how did you decide that's what you wanted to do?
Well, I already had all of the homebrew stuff because I was running my home game at the time, which has since ended and completely changed. Had it for all of that. And I was just like, I still want to use all of this because I went through way too much fucking work homebrewing a bunch of new races and subclasses that would just not get used otherwise. Thank God for the Discord server because they will try every single fucking thing I make. Then the whole all Discord happened. You were announced as the DM, and I was just like, cool. So I'm not on that podcast. And so I had at the time talked to Gabby and Zach. It was just like, hey, on the off chance that none of us get it, which is incredibly likely, y'all want to like do this thing? We were just like, I was very drunk at the time, so it was a lot less eloquent than that. It was probably all caps, a lot of misspellings. But yeah, and then we did like a test one shot just to see how we all vibed. But yeah, so we kind of threw it together in like a month and a half. I wrote the first arc. It was just like, cool, this is what I've got. We'll see how this goes, I guess. And then now here we are. The first episode of our second arc releases in 2 weeks. So that's exciting. And who knows, maybe people will die. Not saying that I hope they die, but hey, maybe they'll die.
Don't invite me on the podcast because I will get somebody killed.
So maybe I should invite you on the podcast.
Just
I still haven't listened to any of Coming Together Naturally. I'm saving it for when I have like a vacation and like have travel time so I can just binge.
It's okay.
I don't fucking get
You're good.
vacations, so I don't know why I'm bothering to do that.
This is just a long-winded thing of I'm never going to listen to your podcast, Adrian.
Eventually I'll have to move. I'll actually move to LA and I'll need, content for that trip.
Oh no, me doing this weekly and that doing bi-weekly. Content, just farming it.
Content.
Ugh.
Aren't you like fucking
Streaming from.
am I allowed to swear?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck
Okay,
yeah.
good, because I say fuck a lot and I really don't want to have to censor it.
I don't give a fuck.
You don't have to censor shit. That's gonna be Adrian.
I'm not censoring shit. I'm just censoring the things you told me to take out, which has been a
That's
lot
true.
in the last 2 episodes now.
Yeah. Vibes. Big vibes.
You know what? Sometimes the tea just has to be spilt. Okay.
The tea just
And
has
then
to
I
be
clean it
spilled
up.
and no one else needs to hear it except for the people who are there at the moment.
Yeah.
Except in
We were
about
in the room.
when this is done and I text Gabby and I'm just like, so did I talk so much shit on that during that little interview? Yes.
There's only an hour. We stayed there for 2. An hour of just shit talking. That's what you want
Hey,
so bad
look,
right now.
sometimes
That's what you want.
you just need to kiki. I can go get a drink. We can shit talk whoever we need to.
I mean,
Listen, I don't know anything about that. What's happening? I don't know anything that's going on, right? And I don't know why I love gossip for just like, that's great. You guys stay over there. I don't have to be a part of it. That sucks for you. Like, I'm excited that you're feeling like I'm comfortable to share with, but I love listening to shit that's happening. I don't even know anybody.
Gossip when it
Also-
has nothing to do with you is the best. Because you're
Is
just
the
like,
highest quality.
yes, spill the tea, honey. I
Yeah,
I
fuck
have
that
no
bitch.
context, but like, that bitch can choke, I guess.
no, tell Alex what you told me.
Oh, so we finally like finalized a day for this, and I was just like, I'm very excited. Adrian, I love you dearly. I value our friendship very much. However, comma, I will trade you to Satan for one corn chip to be pals with Alex. Because she seems like a delight. And also,
It's all
I don't
false.
have I don't
It's
have enough
lies.
nerdy teacher friends.
Can I
Just
tell
like,
you that?
please, may
Okay.
I?
That is the weirdest thing about being a teacher.
Because we're all
Because
big fucking nerds.
you would think, but there's something, I don't know if it's the school I'm in. I am all by myself in this lonely, nerdy corner where I guess there's one, my instructional coach, also sort of nerdy, but like a book nerdy. So like just different. But like, I vibe with my kids on Pokemon. Like, I had one student who would just be like, which one's better, Charmander or Pikachu? And then we would fight all day about which one was better. He would take one side and I would take another. And it's all day that we would do that. But I did not have a single other teacher friend that like understood those vibes. Just did not, they were not excited. They're just, my D&D friend is across the building. So like I can't even just get excited about D&D. I hate it here. More nerds need to be teachers, stat.
See, and it's wild because like we literally decide we like this thing to the point where we literally want to make our livelihood teaching other people about our weird special interest.
Yes.
And yet we draw the line at Dungeons and Dragons, apparently.
I don't know.
Like, what are you
Look,
doing?
there's nothing that you could say that wouldn't like my kids would benefit. We talk about the like SEL part of the social emotional learning part of Dungeons and Dragons. For my kids would absolutely benefit being able to talk about their emotions, but being able to put it and project it into a different person that is not them, right? Love it. There's math. You're telling me my motherfucking kids can't add 20 plus some number probably below 6? They would definitely need to do that. And if they need to do on their fingers, look, it's just practice in a different context other than like math class, which we all know is the worst if you have just a shitty teacher.
Which most of them are. Let's be honest.
Most of them are, it's hard. It's hard to teach math. It's a
We
lot.
disrespect math teachers here.
We do. Because they're super nerds.
I had a math teacher in high school who I had all 4 years who made us refer to her as Dr. Dobbin because she spent the time getting the doctorate. We were going to respect her enough to refer to her with the title, which, don't get me wrong, very much yes that, but also like, you can't remember half of our names and you have a literal attendance sheet and a seating chart. What are you doing?
You have the resources in front of you. Use them. No. You know, I used to think like, oh, that bitch wants to be like Dr. Whomever. No, I every single time anybody comes around, you tell me you have a doctorate. Yes.
I was like, yes,
you have
correct.
a doctorate.
Like,
you are. Yes.
You did that.
I'm not going to fight you because I have a master's and I don't know if I'm getting the doctorate, and if I had the energy to get the doctorate, I'd make everybody else call me Dr. Sonia McKinnon every fucking day, every goddamn day. I would change it in my husband's phone. I would absolutely make it a point
Doing the
to
deed. Yes, doctor. Thank you, doctor.
It's not babe, it's Dr. Babe to you.
Dr. Babe.
It's doctor, love of my life. Thank you.
I would. I'm not even joking. I would even do it in swim lessons. I'd be like, "Oh, Miss Alex, no, bitch, I'm
Dr.
Dr.
Alex."
Alex."
I'm 3.
I diss many.
I have a boo boo. Can you? No, I'm not that doctor. That's not me.
One day you'll get a kid.
God.
Oh,
Oh, Lord.
where were we?
I don't know.
I got a compliment and I ran with it. That's
There
what
you
happened.
go.
Yeah, you asked me to recount the potato chip.
Now it's a potato. I thought it was a corn chip.
Oh, it is a corn chip.
No, I
I'm mixing my
downgraded.
metaphors. Simile?
It's down. Wait, no.
I don't do
Are
English.
you telling me that a corn chip is better than a potato chip is better than a corn chip,
No,
Adrian?
I think so.
You think a potato chip is better than a corn chip?
hate
In
corn
what
chips.
goddamn world?
What do you
in
mean you
the-
hate corn chips?
All right, it was a pleasure being here. However,
I'm so sorry.
my
A potato chip is not better than a corn chip.
chips are so versatile. You can put
Are we talking
anything
about-
on a
okay, are
damn
you
corn
thinking
chip.
like oh, you know what I'm thinking of?
Like a Frito, like Fritos.
I'm thinking of a corn nut.
Are you okay?
No.
I mean, I know we're all depressed and anxious, but are you
You
okay?
talking about like a tortilla chip or is this different?
No, like a tortilla chip.
Oh.
Wait,
Bewildered.
are we talking about we're not talking about tortilla corn chips. Are we talking about
I'm talking
I
like
mean-
tortilla corn chips. Like corn tortilla chips.
See, I'm talking about Fritos, which are like corn chips.
Yes. They're the
But a tortilla
same
chip is not
different
a-
shape. I'm pretty sure they're both made out of masa.
To the internet.
All right.
Welcome
They
to
have
the
different-
internet.
In my defense, a corn chip is different than a tortilla chip in my head because they are different textures. Like they're
Mm, mhm.
quintessentially different textures. So I'm coming from the I'm a texture eater.
Cannot relate. Food exists. Thank you. It's going in my stomach now.
Yes. You can go take that with Sabrina.
That's why I gained like 100 pounds over the pandemic.
Woo! That's me too.
Went from being a fine, fresh, fierce, like 220
Ooh,
to being a lot more than that.
I was sitting at a nice 260, and I'm like, wow, this is a lot. And then I got to 330, and I'm like, whoa, boy, hey, that is a lot too.
Yeah,
but,
you certainly did that.
whoa, you
That's
didn't know
fine.
you had it in you, but it
That's
was
fine.
there.
I don't
Waiting
hate
for
my
a
body
pandemic to
at
happen.
all.
Okay, corn chips and tortilla chips are not the same
They're
thing, although they are
not?
both made from corn. Extruded corn chips are produced from coarsely ground lime cooked masa that is formed and deep fat fried, whereas tortilla chips are actually made from pieces of baked tortilla that are deep fat fried. Deep fat fried.
Not only is this a nerd
So-
shit podcast, this is also an educational podcast.
Ta-da!
That's the
more
degrees
you know.
part. We fucking check and check. Now
We
we can
did
do
it.
whatever we want.
Look, dear listener, this is what you use the internet for. I have a question I wanted answered. I asked Google the question. I looked at 3 different sources to see if they all were about the same thing. And I confirmed because I have 3 different pieces of proof. I didn't just look at the one and I didn't just go to Fox News. I don't think anybody listens to Fox News that would listen to our podcast, though. So
If you do,
Hi and bye.
hi.
We say
Why
fuck turfs.
exactly? Like they're both delightful. I will admit that, but
why?
why? What makes
Why?
what makes you think they like you?
Good
Why?
question. Good question.
Watch, you get no more listeners after this, other than like me and Sabrina.
We finally slandered Fox after 64,
I
65
think the one
episodes. And
released
just
today
like,
was episode 69.
I can just
Is
move a
it?
bunch.
I think.
I can
I
just
will
move a
go
bunch of
look.
things. Okay, so real quick.
Noah is 69 now.
Oh
Okay, I can
no,
just
it's
make it
only
happen.
62.
Well, yours is not coming out till later. So I have 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 ones in between yours right now. So if I just stuff everybody else's and then just make yours 69, I'll just
Yes.
do that.
Nice.
Nice.
That will be the pinnacle of nice. Oh, nice, bro. Hated every second of that.
Sure.
So, Noah, how'd you get into tabletop RPGs?
A pandemic.
Not another pandemic.
I had played once prior to everything. Oh wait, no, like twice. The first time I ever played was the night before I moved to Indiana. A friend of mine was just like, "Hey, I'm not going to see you for like 3 months. Do you want to like come hang out? Me and some friends are playing D&D." And I was just like, "Sure, I probably won't play. I'll probably drink and read the script I have to have memorized for tomorrow that I haven't looked
Okay, hold
at."
on. Put a pin. You moved to Indiana?
Yeah.
Where did you move from?
Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Okay, it's not any better. So I was just
Nope.
making sure that it wasn't like a better. It was an equal trade. It was a
I basically traded Crack Rock's College Town for Crack Rock City.
okay. Continue. Sorry.
But I was bored, had one too many drinks, could not focus on the script that I hadn't looked at that I was supposed to have memorized for the next day for the first rehearsal. And my friend Jono, who was the DM, was just like, "Do you want to like build a character just for funsies?" I was just like, "Yes." I was just like, and before we even started, I was like, "Can I be a cat?" They were just like, "Yes." Literally, yes. Here. Scroll down to Tabaxi. I was a Tabaxi Ranger.
What was your Tabaxi Ranger's name?
It was this dick.
Yeah, prime D&D shit right
It was like
there, buddy.
the most thinly veiled dick joke I could think of. I was just like, sure, this is a one-time thing. They were doing a magical school campaign, so it was fantasy Hogwarts. I'm just like, Hogwarts is already fantasy, but go off. Like we're here for it. And everything was just like Hogwarts stuff, but like a letter off. And I killed a bunch of little mechanical butterflies and had a good time.
I'm too deep in the Star Wars right now, and you said I killed a bunch of little, and I was like, about to say children. He's about to say children.
Look, gotta get my aggression out somehow.
It's full circle. See, Adrian, we full circle
Yeah.
back to conversations in the
Yeah.
past.
See, like we're productive.
No one said you weren't productive. No one. I just said, wow, we barely touched that D&D.
But yeah, and then
But we got into it. We're good.
but then moved to Indiana, didn't play for a while, and then everything shut down. My roommate was just like, "Hey, I haven't played D&D in a long time, but I really want to get back into it. Do y'all want to play?" And then my other two roommates had never played. So I just kind of filled what the extra thing that they needed. I was just like, "Hello, I will be what you need." So I was a cleric warlock. I was just like, I would like to be a very confusing character who doesn't know what the fuck they're to do with themselves, because that's me right now. Thank you.
That's life,
And
dude.
now that game's been going for a year and a half-ish. Almost, I think.
Nice.
Has your character figured out their shit?
My character died
Oh no!
at level 5.
No.
Got killed by, oddly enough, a spider that was fused with a dragon. Just picture that in your
Classic.
mind.
Okay.
That's terrifying.
So
That's
it's
Not
not
a good
massive.
idea.
I would-
So, like, a bunch of eyes and wings, or like the dragon head with a bunch of
It had
eyes,
like a
or like,
spider's body that kind of
okay,
came out into a dragon head, and then just
okay.
massive wings, and it could shoot webs and had a stinger on its tail.
So a spider, scorpion, dragon.
Yeah, it was.
I hate it.
I could have been brought back to life. I was just like, nah, I'm bored with this guy.
On to the next.
So now I play a changeling monk, and we're reaching that same point with her.
No,
I'm
no.
just like, what do I play next? Maybe an abjuration wizard who's a turtle?
Yay, turtles. I love turtles.
Yay.
I don't think I've ever had that feeling, but usually they die. The campaign dies or my character dies before I get to that point.
I think
Tough.
we're like 2 sessions ago, we went up to level 8,
Mhm.
and I'm a monk paladin, which in theory makes no sense
Mm-hmm.
because you can't smite on unarmed strikes because they're not technically a weapon attack. But I'm just like, I would like it for the flavor, please. For
That's some
the
good flavor.
for the fun. Also, we need another person who can cast healing spells, please.
Nice. Is there a conversation you've had with one of your games of like switching out characters, especially for a long-term game like Half Blood Happy Hour?
Not so much so far as like for like getting bored with a character.
Hmm.
I'm trying to do math on when this will come out and when the character will be introduced.
All right, so it's gonna be, if we're at 62 right now, 7 Sundays from now.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely not going to have that character introduced, but one of my players may or may not be temporarily, for story purposes, retiring a character and bringing in someone new.
Ooh.
Because
Retiring as in dying, retiring
retiring
as
as in going on a little journey of self-discovery.
okay.
A trip uptown to the farm. No,
It's quiet uptown. No, that implies death. I'm not going to kill any of these characters. These characters, however, might get themselves killed. Because they are all idiots. Despite all having above 10 intelligence scores.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
but you
also
need the
playing
intelligence and the wisdom. Like those two half should go
Every
together.
single one of them positive. Only 2 of them have a score that's under 10. And it's Magnus's character Marcus and our friend Gabby's character Andromeda, and it's their strength. Because no one needs strength unless you're, a fighter or a barbarian. Fuck strength. Strength of the mind is where it's at. Can you tell I'm a caster main?
Nah, I'm putting the pieces together. Yeah, now I am.
I love a good cleric. I love a good sorcerer. Like, give me the options to be very versatile and just fuck with people. Illusion wizards. I'm down to fuck with people's heads. Make them real fucking confused about what they're seeing.
That feels like we could go further with that one, Noah. That particular one feels like we could unpack that in your day-to-day life.
I don't know what you mean. Is it because I aspire to be an absolute gender fuck? Yes. I just don't have the time, energy, or ability with makeup to do it.
I just look like a troll on a regular basis, and then
Same.
we just do our best.
Very much mood.
All right, I have a question from Gabby. How are you going to kill every single NPC?
Okay. Diego will, depending on if he makes it that far. This is all depending on if they make it this far before they do something stupid and reckless. Diego gets eaten by a snake, like a massive snake, like the world snake from Norse mythology. Obviously, this can't stay in.
I can't even put it on Patreon because Lucy's on the Patreon.
No.
I'll give a
No,
bunch of
no.
fake reasons. I'm really good at making this up. They're all
No,
gonna
you
die
just-
next session
you-
because none of them are gonna know what's real.
No, you just say it, and then we just cut out the rest, and it's just like, 3 seconds of silence, and then like you say the next one, and then it's 3 seconds of silence, and that's how you know, we know, and your players will not.
How am I gonna kill all of these PCs? I don't know. Something amazing, I guess. Probably because I'm horrible at scaling encounters. I'll probably throw something at them that is too fucking hard.
Yeah, I've actually seen that happen once in a live play game where this person was like, "Oh shit, all my players are dying. I feel like I fucked up." And you can hear the confidence in the person, the DM's voice just kind of falter. And I was just like waiting, like, "Oh, this is happening in real time."
See, but I have plans to get out of a TPK. Because in most mythologies, the underworld is a thing that is
Hmm.
potentially escapable.
Yep, yep, yep.
So they all get a chance to basically Hades style speedrun it and see if they make it out. And if they do, good for them. If they don't, damn, I guess your character's dead. Make someone new.
Nice. I've had what's it called my current game on stream. They fucked me by jumping into the city too early because I said 1 in 100 chance this is going to happen, and it happened.
And it was that 1 in 100 chance at that moment.
Yep. So I've almost killed. They've had to run away from combat twice now, and they've only had 2 combats in this area so far.
Jesus Christ.
I've told them. I fucking told them. They were probably gonna die if I didn't have a plan B. And I'm like, you guys get 2 rounds of combat to not die, and then you get saved. And if you die, that's it. C'est la vie.
Let's be honest. No one playing on the Half-Blood Happy Hours plays their character smart enough to know, hey, maybe we should run. They'll be like, nah, if this is where we're gonna die, it's fine. It's cool. We're all down to like 4 hit points. Damn,
Yeah.
that sucks. It was nice while it lasted.
One of your episodes that is out right now with the Ember Demon or whatever.
Oh,
Fire.
yeah. The Burning Man
The
and his
Burning
plague
Man.
demons.
Like, if the Burning Man was stuck around, would they have died?
Yes.
Okay.
Very much so. So in homebrew land, there's like epic level D&D that goes beyond level 20.
Mm-hmm.
By technicality, he was a level 27 character
Gotcha.
against a party of level 3 characters. I was just like, no, he's leaving. Y'all can try to keep him there. He got what he wants. He's leaving now. Y'all don't want that.
You
Y'all don't want that smoke. Literal smoke. Because that's what y'all would have been.
Just craters.
Just giant burn spots on the ground with a little heap of ashes.
Who do you feel like is the brains of the party? Because it feels like there's a lot of infighting of like emotions and decisions and playing teams. Do you feel like there's a inherent leader that you can see?
Current as where we stand right now, as far as what we've recorded, probably either Andromeda or Harmonica. Harmonica, by virtue of, like, I'm the strongest, what I say goes, you do something stupid, I'm gonna hit you really hard. And Andromeda's just like, okay, give me like 2 minutes, I'm gonna think of a plan. If we don't have 2 minutes, cool. I'll wing it. We'll figure something out. It's fine. Which is just how I go through my day-to-day life. We'll wing it. It'll be fine.
Out of your NPCs, who's the heel?
You've met me. You know it's none of them. I only DM trauma. 2 of my players literally call me the Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss DM. Because I will make their characters believe one thing, and then every single other person will tell them otherwise.
Nice.
And they know it's real. Nobody else acknowledges it.
That is so good.
Yeah, what a good way to trick your... Oh gosh. Maybe gaslighting is not that bad.
In D&D, I think a little bit of gaslight is necessary. Because otherwise, they're just going to hop onto your plot and try to finish it way too early. So you have to gaslight them into like, hey, no, don't ignore that for a minute. We're gonna go over here. I'm gonna make this over here look like main story stuff that needs to happen. No, you just can't handle what's over there yet. So we're gonna steer you right over here. Which the magic of anything set in the world of Percy Jackson, the oracles exist.
Right.
Prophecies force you, like anytime they get off the rails, I can be like, cool, y'all are getting a prophecy soon. Which I would
Nice.
never railroad my players, except very, very gently.
Well, and I think if you're talking, because Adrian just unlocked the big city that he's complaining about, which then I just want to point out that Adrian is the DM and allowed that to happen, so it still is your fault.
I'm gonna keep
but
complaining about it, but they love it. They love it so far.
but I mean, there isn't a way for you to write in something that works in your space, right? If you are in the sort of mythology, there are prophecies that make sense.
There are deities of fate and like that whole thing that like when in doubt,
Right.
yank one in, can completely just, okay, cool, we're gonna steer you over here now.
Yeah. So, I mean, if I were a DM trying to work through something my players are trying to do, maybe even giving myself the out later on of like, hey, there are prophecies, there are things that you could run into. You know, you could run down into the Ministry of Magic and grab a little sphere that says that there are potentially 2 people that would have worked to be defeating Voldemort, one would say, if that was a thing.
I mean, there is a Voldemort, not by name, and very much not a Nazi. Death Eater, not a Nazi. J.K. Rowling stands will get up in their get butthurt if I call Voldemort a Nazi because they don't understand how allegories work.
I
Did nobody
don't
teach
understand
these
how you.
kids how to analyze media?
We were the generation that I think will fuck everything up the most because they did teach us how to look at patterns and cite our sources. Cite our fucking sources. That's it.
Hey, folks out there, remember, cite your fucking sources. Don't just hit someone with a random ass fact. You can't see the air quotes,
APA.
but they're implied. But like, y'all better have a works cited page ready for me.
And don't say do your own research after you tell me a random thing. Fucking like, where'd you get this from? Do your own research.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
You know?
There are some things where I literally will say, bitch, Google is free. For something that is so blatantly wrong, I'm just like, Google really is just right there for free. And you have a smartphone.
Yeah.
Girl, it's right there. Just
Hell yeah.
tippity tap away.
We just did it. If you need an example, we did it on this
earlier
podcast.
in this episode.
Go, you know what? Just for good measure, just rewatch the episode after you're done at this point. Just to remind yourself.
Also remember to rate and review them because that's kind. Thank you.
As I have my notebook ready. Thank you. I'm a prepared podcaster.
Okay. I also want to talk to you about you as a player in Rollouts, because that's our next interview.
Yes. I play a sweet little Southern belle of a Grim Reaper who's just all kinds of sunshiny, loves her floral prints, loves a good Disney princess song, but may or may not have also committed murder a time or two. Who knows? She's got to get souls somehow, y'all.
I love the y'all.
God, it's so hard not to slip into that voice all day, every day, because it's the one voice I can do. It's just like, I mean, I can do a Southern accent. That's about what I got. Thank you. Occasionally I can do an Irish one, but it very quickly turns into Southern.
That's it. You got 4 words.
And I can
Choose
be
your words
Pinocchio
carefully.
and the gingerbread man.
Not the gumdrop buttons.
Not the buttons! Not my gumdrop buttons! I'll tell you. Insane.
Aw. I really was ready for that the Muffin Man part.
You do know.
Do
Okay,
you
we're done.
know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man! Yes,
Yes,
the
I
Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane.
Oh, that's on Drury Lane. She's
Wow.
married to
He's married to the Muffin Man.
She's married to the Muffin Man.
A Muffin Man!
God. But how's this? Is this your first time playing Monster Hearts?
Yes. I've played other Powered by the Apocalypse systems, like games, but never this one. To the point where the list of mechanics I didn't know existed because I am a bad player and did not do any research outside of what is on my sheet.
It happens. It's okay. I literally had a stream where I'm like, okay, it's my first time. Let's do it.
It's like, cool. Sometimes you're just there for a good time. It happens to be recorded. I provide Tony so much fun when he's editing. Because the amount of time I spend muted and just up on the mic offering commentary, it's not ever in my product ad voice. It's usually more like, oh my god, something gay just happened to me. And panic.
Gay panic.
Julia Gay confirmed? Julia Gay confirmed real.
Happy Pride Month.
Yes, this was recorded during Pride Month, but just for Noah, we put it to the 69th episode.
Hey.
Nice.
Nice.
Noise. Don't look at me like that.
Don't look at you like what? I'm just waiting for you to
How do I explain that?
I'm just waiting for you to say the thing that means you're going to do a transition. Because you have a tell, I've learned. Where it's usually nice. So,
Yeah.
then a pause.
That's I fucking edit that all the time.
You like... miss it so often.
You're not wrong though.
Everyone has their transition tell. Mine is cool. So yeah. And then I'll jump into whatever I'm transitioning to. Everyone has one.
It's just really hard to like switch out like just straight to the question. It just needs like here's the Adrian tell. It's like it doesn't flow as well if it's like ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. I'm like, okay, you just jumped into it. I mean, I could figure it out. I will eventually, but not now.
No one's good at segues.
No.
Like unless it's literally their job, their day 9 to 5 job to be good at segues. So like news reporters who have people write their shit, so it's really not even them. Like unless it's your 9 to 5, no one's good at segues. Except for mall cops. They're usually pretty good at writing a segue.
I was thinking about those things the whole time.
The whole time?
The whole time?
When you said segue, I'm like, I keep every time when we get into a segue, I picture it in my mind of just like this person on a segue. Yep. Every single time that word comes up. You want to know my imagery for tangent?
Is it like
Is it the math tangent?
Is it a math tangent? Yeah.
Nope. I mean, it's just a branch that connects to a tangerine that's then the branches off into another tangerine.
I have questions.
What?
What? That's my imagery. That's how I see tangents.
You know what?
As a branch going into a tangerine.
Mm-hmm. And then it just splits into other branches with more tangerines. It's not like it's coming off the branch. It's like in it.
So like a tangerine tree is what you're thinking. It's like a pan from the branch to like, does it have one tangerine? Are there multiple tangerines?
Tangerines.
Is it growing the tangerines, or is it just like stabbing them as it grows?
It kind of grows into it, and sometimes it stabs it. It just really depends on where my mind goes.
Interesting. I feel like there's probably something there we could unpack, but I'm not your therapist.
Probably not, other than insanity.
I have no idea. That's far beyond my reaches of
a friend.
I just want to know where you got like from there, because there's no part of tangent that I'm like, ah, yes,
Like,
branches,
Well, yeah,
tangerines.
it's a tangent is a branch off of a conversation, and tangerine and tangent share that same middle vowel, or that same beginning part. And yeah, there we go.
I believe the word you're looking for is syllable.
Thank you. I was gonna go to consonant. I'm like, oh no, that's wrong too.
Yeah,
I mean, it
that
does have some
it
consonants.
has.
Good for you. Good job.
Yeah.
Would you like a gold star?
Yes, please.
I can send you a gold star.
Okay. My address is no. That's my parents' address. I don't want to do that.
If you would like to send Adrian gold stars, please send them to
But I won't be here long.
God, I hate us.
Okay. Wow. What
In the
great
best way
content.
possible.
Okay.
You're doing great.
Shenanigans.
I have a
Shenanigans.
stuffy nose and I have no more tissues. They're staring at me. I
Bitch.
will
You don't
not-
have like handkerchiefs or like
Wait, handkerchiefs. Oh, I do.
Bandana.
Hi, yes, my little. Here you go, my fucking southern belle.
I'm sorry.
Take this. Remember me. Buy it.
You have a problem that I have a solution for, in which I have 4 handkerchiefs, or you could use bandanas to blow your nose. Like I.
Oh, are we talking? We're talking about. I thought you were talking about the poo thing.
Oh no, I'm talking about pooping.
No, Adrian, keep up. I followed.
Yeah. My apartment
Gosh.
complex did try to tell me that I needed to throw my toilet paper in the trash can, and I said, "Not on your life. Am I going to do that?"
What a
Not-
weird ask.
Not a weird. No, yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not.
That's just so many more trips to like outside to a dumpster.
Right?
Like, why would you do that to yourself?
I wouldn't. I live properly in this privilege.
I love it here.
Yeah.
Fucking Texas.
Fucking Indiana.
Ah,
All
fuck
right.
me. I got Gary, Indiana stuck in my head now.
Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana.
That's the place I want to be.
God. Music Man getting snubbed at the Tonys on Sunday was the highlight of last week for me.
Listen, Linda.
Fuck that shit.
Has that not had enough of a spotlight? Like, I get it. Sutton Foster, a gem. Beautiful.
But like, why? Also, why is your cast so white?
Very white.
We just went through a whole
So
thing of just
white.
like, hey, diversity, bitches, let's do it.
It's so white.
White.
Sorry, Adrian, we're talking about musical theater
Yeah,
again.
I know. I'm here.
Adrian,
Still here.
did you have other things you wanted to talk about?
No, I'm good. No, I'm just waiting.
I can get on topic if you have a topic you want me to get.
I
Want to
don't
get
have
me
any
on?
topics. I don't know when to end it because now you have Alex. Alex has like, oh, Gary, Indiana. Oh, musical things. I'm like, Alex loves musical stuff that I don't get. So if that's gonna be a tangerine on a branch,
I
then
can kind of bring this back around to tabletop stuff.
Bring it back. Let's
We don't
go.
have to.
Alex, have you
Bring it
ever
back.
played the game Dream Daddy?
No, but no, I want to.
You very much should. And also, after I write the tabletop system that I'm working on for it, you should definitely play a hot single dad.
It's my dream to play a hot single dad, and I have not, but I have watched it stream. I have watched Kelsey and Peachy K.
on BuzzFeed.
Yes,
Was it BuzzFeed when they did the stream?
I think she.
When she
I
was
think
all
she was.
for Craig.
It was in between, either she was on BuzzFeed and then she's no longer, and she was doing it independently, but it was right during that transition of her getting off BuzzFeed. But I am 100% here to play a hot single dad.
It's gonna be a good time.
So
Coming
whenever
up with
you
mechanics
need
for just being a hot single dad. Wild.
Is it difficulty? Is it
The
difficult?
stats are brains, body, charm, and daddy. I don't know what the daddy skill actually
We'll know.
is
We'll
going
feel it.
to represent, but like, you do something that's daddy, I'm gonna have you roll daddy.
I
Daddy
mean,
can be just like
Daddy's
helping
a
a
state of
child
mind.
Daddy's a state of
to
being.
making a joke that is so bad.
We got different versions of Daddy, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, then daddy can be a lot of things, is what I'm saying.
No, my daddy is pretty solidly like 2 or 3 things.
I love you, Adrian.
I'm
Love
so
you.
naive.
We love you. You know.
I'm gonna end the podcast now.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I'm being attacked.
I have
The
a battle
state of
royale I
Daddy
have
that
to
I need you to
do.
identify right now is like Ewan McGregor's Daddy Wan Kenobi. Like, that's a daddy.
Yes. I agree.
See?
I agree. I can hear my roommates watching Obi-Wan right now.
Daddy Wan Kenobi. Okay? That's
Yeah.
a dad.
What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man.
Yeah.
I still hold by what I think.
I mean, no. We're gonna listen.
Your
I live
opinion is
on
valid.
puns. I'm on pun island. I'm queen of pun island. I got it. I'm here for that. Yes, a good dad joke is a good dad joke. However, daddy is not a good dad joke. If you, oh my God, can you hold on for like 2 seconds? Can we think about like Ewan McGregor like making a really solid dad joke and just like waiting for you
God.
to like figure
The
it
things I
out?
would let that man do to me.
Oh my God, did you
But
watch the Buzz?
we should not get into this because I will go on a tangent. Which makes
Tangerine
Adrian think
orange.
of a tree growing and branching out and stabbing through tangerines.
Yes. That is all true.
But see, I also know that we can go to the musical angle because I know Noah is gonna be like Moulin Rouge, Ooh. And then
Both of you
Nope.
gasp, holding yourselves back.
I didn't like the Moulin Rouge movie. It came to me at a time in my life where I did not like jukebox musicals.
that's why. That's
So
why.
maybe if I watched it now, it might like awaken something in me.
I really just, I mean,
But like also, I
honestly,
don't need another rabbit hole to fall down.
you don't. But I would, since you are at the prime age. The only recommendation I have would be watching the Roxanne, the tango sequence.
I've seen so many bootlegs of the stage version.
Of the stage version, though.
Yeah.
No, you need to see Ewan. You need to see him. I can feel it in my soul because it's like a welling of music and like anger and frustration.
I heard the audio cut of it that's on TikTok.
You should
where you
have,
can barely hear his vocal.
Yeah.
Because the music is so much.
It is so much. But
like also I'm here for that.
Seeing you just like a quick little YouTube.
I'll put it on my list. I will attempt to see if I can make it through it.
You don't have to watch the whole thing. I mean, literally, that's enough. I mean, I watch all of it if it's on the list, but like.
And here we have Adrian
That's
in his
daddy.
natural habitat, just vibing.
So in my head, it's
I love
playing
this
that
interpretive
song.
dance that's happening.
It's at 5K. They
And
get to see it at 5K.
Why does my heart cry? just very much not dance moves that go to that.
It is a choice.
We're gonna lose so many viewers.
It's
so many people are gonna be like, it's too many.
Fault.
It's not your fault. I allowed it to happen. We allowed it.
You show up on podcasts and kill characters. I show up on podcasts and kill viewership.
I didn't kill the character. They killed them. Adrian killed it. I just happened to challenge him. So that's what I'm saying is that I will work you into a
kill him. You won't.
I'm gonna work you into a frenzy.
Was it the definition of do it, no balls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. I did.
That's how I get my boyfriend to do literally anything. It was like, do it. You won't. No balls.
How does that work? Is it 100%?
Considering he lives in Minnesota, no.
Oh no.
There's a lot of drive over here you won't, right?
Yes. Anytime I have a weekend off, I'm just like, come to Indiana and visit me. You won't. No balls. Please. Pretty
I'm
please,
gonna-
I desire my twink now.
Noah, where can they find you?
People can find me on Instagram at Thoroughly Modern Homo. If you like musical theater, that's a Thoroughly Modern Millie reference. And on Twitter at NoahJames95. And you can find me for Pride Month, which is going to be over by the time this is done, weekly over at the Half Blood Happy Hour outside of Pride, bi-weekly. Just being a little
Bi-weekly?
chaos gremlin and plotting to not purposefully kill some people, except NPCs. I'll kill as many of them as I want.
They're mine.
You won't.
I probably will. I already did. There was a whole failed resurrection ritual that happened. 2 NPCs at once. Could have been 3.
In the scheme of this conversation, that's a whole different feel for me. And I'm here for it.
Alex,
I love you.
it's your turn.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, dear listener, for joining us for another episode of Dungeons and Degrees. You can continue to listen to our antics on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok accounts, all at Dungeon and Degrees. We are also trying to grow our Discord server, so if you need another community, you can always check that out and join us there. Be sure to rate us 5 stars and only 5 stars on whatever
Do it.
apps.
No balls.
Just do it.
You won't.
If not, then you will never know what daddy is. You'll be like Adrian and never know. And we don't want that.
Yeah, keep it going. Keep it going.
If that's not enough and you have the ability and the want and the drive and the need to support small podcasts like Adrian and mine, we would love for you to come check us out on Patreon. We release different content on Patreon. You can find us at patreon.com/dungeons and degrees. Our benefits include ad-free early episodes, one-shots, pencils, stickers, just our undying love for you. Also, for every member we have at the end of the month, we will be donating money to charities. So if you want to help out in another way, that will also get us to spread the love. You will also be joining the rankings of the one and only Melissa, Skylar, Megan, Alex, Wani, Lucy, Guy, and the ever beautiful Paige.
Yes, we love to see it. We love to see patronage.
We love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much for listening. My name's Adrian.
And I'm Alex.
And I'm Noah.
Go have some fun.